Hey guys, Nick here. Welcome to the Omniverse of Nick and part 5 to What If the Saibamen Turned Good. Before we get started, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the Omniverse of Nick main channel. This channel and all other channels promoting Omniverse of Nick content, along with checking out the Discord, the Omni Shorts, and any story updates or posts that you have not already. With all that said, let's begin. So, we open up where we ended off last time. Goku has arrived with Sai proving his worth with helping Yamcha locate Goku, and Yamcha go to the battlefield and help everybody else, and Sai has now arrived with Goku. And I think we would get a really funny Budokai 2 interaction between Sai and Goku beforehand about showing that Goku can't understand Sai or understand what the creature is, but knowing that it obviously is a good creature and that it wants to lure him to the battlefield. And then, of course, Kami and Popo likely still being there, Popo obviously, and Kami before he was killed, he would help explain everything. So anyways, they're here now. Sai helps Yamcha up. Goku tends to Krillin, Gohan, and Tien, and Yamcha and just sees how everybody else is doing. And then he gets serious for the battle. Since Vegeta's already used the Ozaru form, Sai melted off his tail, Nappa is dead, and Vegeta's weakened against Goku now. But Vegeta, despite this, is remaining cocky and confident that even if Kakarot is here, he can take him on. As long as Kakarot's okay doing this one-on-one. And Goku says, "That's more than fine with me, and you're gonna pay." And he goes Kaioken from the bat against Vegeta, and the two square off. But Vegeta finds himself completely outmatched by Goku at Kaioken times 2, and he doesn't have the strength nor the speed that he did before. And even if Goku had to use Kaioken times 3, I don't think that it would be vital considering how much strength Vegeta has used. But once Vegeta starts getting desperate, that starts changing. And he unleashes a Gallic Gun, and at this point, Goku uses a Kaioken times 3. 4 if absolutely necessary, but I don't think that it would be vital. Anyway, Vegeta is left completely crippled and damaged on the ground. No Spirit Bomb needed. So, Goku, Gohan, and Krillin, they're all right. Goku is not crippled in this timeline, as for many of my stories, pretty much. Yamcha is all right. Sai is obviously all right. And Tien, he is all right as well, but he is completely drained of energy, considering the fact, besides Piccolo, he exerted the most energy in this fight. Vegeta gets up, though, showing he ain't done. But he is done fighting, because he realizes that he was far more crippled and injured even before Kakarot got here. So he is forced to try and retreat. Sai goes to stop him after what he did to one of his brothers, and how he treated him and Nappa and all that other stuff. But Goku says that's enough. Vegeta does not need to be killed, and that he's learned his lesson. And Goku says, as much as everybody here is going to disagree with him, he feels like it would be a waste to kill Vegeta, and just wrong. And he looks at Sai especially and says, if you really worked for him and are going to do this, you're no better than he is. After all, Piccolo changed, Tien changed, everybody changed. And you can too. Don't be like him. Be better than him. And he says this to everybody, that when he comes back and tries something, we'll stop him again. But they can't kill him. That's not right. Vegeta just smiles and says, there won't be a lucky break for you people next time. Especially not green little traitors like you. Looking dead at the Saibamen. Yajirobe, he is about to go in for a kill. Too little, too late. But Yajirobe doesn't get the chance to fight here. So this means we have chance for Yajirobe to actually do something in the Dragon Ball Z era, besides, just share sensu beans from now and again. Anyways, Vegeta is brought back to the Frieza planet and healed. Meanwhile, Mr. Popo comes and explains they figure out the whole plan about Namek, because they still got to go there. There's no Piccolo, and there's no Chaozu, so they still have to go to Namek. So Mr. Popo goes, and takes Bulma to Yunzabit Heights, and Bulma prepares to have everybody go and they're going to go to Namek. Goku, Gohan, Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, Sai, and Yajirobe all prepare to leave. And they get a capsule gravity training ship just like Goku's. And no one would really be crippled here. So if anything, you'd have maybe 1 to 2 spare sensu beans and not that much time having to wait to heal. It depends. Meanwhile, 2 scientists are in very early stages of planning. 2 scientists with very specific DNA this time and very like-minded ideas as to what to do with it. But that's for a while yet. Meanwhile, on a Frieza planet, Vegeta is healing, and eventually he is fully healed, and the doctor says about the scouter and everything like that, but Vegeta specifically talks to the doctor and says, seems like I might have still use for this planet, and for you, doctor. And he explains, where is the laboratory on this planet? I've heard tales about a Saibamen laboratory. Allow me access. And the doctor, wanting to say something but instantly shut up by Vegeta, he is escorted to a rundown, abandoned Saibamen laboratory. It looks like it hasn't been used for decades, for a century. It looks rundown. The Saibamen seeds and containment units look deserted and completely just abandoned. And there's a door at the far end severely locked up. And eventually, after working for a while, Vegeta gets all of the Saibamen. So basically the ones that we know about. The Green Saibamen, Copy Men, Tenon Men, Jinkin Men, Kyokan Men, pretty much all the, OG Saibamen that we know of. And Saiba Brutes. He is planning on using all of these Saibamen as a Saibamen army. And Vegeta smiles knowing that these fools want to play Saibamen. They should have known. We brought the Saibamen into existence, and now we're going to take them out with their own kind. And Qui sees Vegeta has awoken and begins to taunt him, but then Qui gets scared. Like, really scared. Like, terrified at what he sees Vegeta is in. And the second he sees where Vegeta is and what he's doing, he blasts like crazy. And his, Lord Frieza signature coward attack, but far more sporadic and panicked. And obviously, this does damage to the lab and almost completely destroys it. But it doesn't hurt Vegeta. And he teleports straight in front of Qui. But Qui tries to explain, you don't know what you're doing, Vegeta. This lab was abandoned for a reason. But before he can utter another word, he looks terrifyingly behind him. And he has no idea what Vegeta and himself accidentally just awoken. And the reason this lab was sealed. A giant, buff, menacing, terrifying Saibamen stomps out of the dust, smoke, and rubble of the chained up and locked door at the very end of the destroyed laboratory. This was an abandoned creation that caused the Saibamen to nearly become extinct. And why the lab was abandoned. The legendary Super Saibamen. What is the Saibamen going to do now that it's awoken? Why was it abandoned? What happened to it? And how big of a threat is this about to become? And can Vegeta survive it? And how much of a problem will it be once it reaches our main group and our main Saibamen, Sai? And what about the journey to Namek? Find all that out next time.